This is an odd place to start a video, right? This is basically the only place iPhone videos is acceptable is outside. Okay, it's never acceptable. Okay, no joking. But anyway, guys, before actually starting this video, I forgot to mention this while I was filming. I wanted to plug the podcast channel. We're actually starting the podcast next week. I believe my news researcher is gonna be my co-host. Hopefully that works out. We've never really talked that much, so hopefully we can have some good chemistry or whatever on the podcast. But on the podcast channel, it's going to be on a separate channel. I've mentioned it a few times. We already got like 500 subscribers. I just want to give it a hard plug. So there'll be a link down below, and there'll also be a clickable thing at the end card that you can check out the podcast channel. The podcast, we're going to try to interview some wrestlers. I know I can get some YouTubers, like some bigger W YouTubers, hopefully, but hopefully we can get some wrestlers. I know I can get some indie wrestlers. I'm not sure about current people. But yeah, guys, the podcast channel's done there. The first episode's filming next week. I'll actually make a whole entire video I'll make a whole entire video about the podcast and what I'm doing and the plans and the format and all that later this week. But anyway, guys, enough of me running my mouth. Enjoy the video. Okay, so ever since I did my my top 5 nicest wrestlers I've met, people have been asking and asking. Multiple people have been asking and asking for me to do the meanest wrestlers I've met. So I'll try. Here you guys go. These are the meanest wrestlers I've ever met. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Brandon Hodge here. This video was supposed to go up yesterday, but I actually changed my mind about the video schedule. The Monday uploads didn't really make sense, so I'm moving it to Tuesday. That way that we don't have like a huge gap or anything. So I believe the video schedule at the moment is going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for sure. I'm not sure on Sunday uploads. Every once in a while I have a Sunday upload. So I'm looking at like 3 videos a week, but I've actually planned out basically all the videos for this entire month. So I know when how many videos I'm doing a week. So for like one week this month, it's gonna be only 3 videos. Then it'll be like 5 videos the next week, and then 4 the next week, and 5 the next week. So it's gonna be pretty great. I planned out the whole video schedule. I got vlogs coming. I'm flying up to New York City. I'm going to Money in the Bank. I'm meeting some more wrestlers in Knoxville here in June and stuff like that. So amazing vlogs coming to the channel. I have amazing content coming to the channel. Planned it all out, so it'll actually be pretty good and not so unorganized this month. But anyway, guys, enough of me running my mouth. Welcome back to another video. So I did the top 5 nicest wrestlers I've met, and of course people are like, oh, you got to do the meanest, the rudest wrestlers you've ever met, because YouTube just loves the negativity, unfortunately. And I know it's true, because like every negative video I make always gets like double the views of a positive one I'll make. I've met quite a few wrestlers. I've probably met, I would say, probably close to 50 wrestlers. I'm meeting some more later this month. I'm vlogging later this month. I'm meeting wrestlers and stuff like that. And most of them have been pretty nice. I think when you're paying them, of course, they're going to be nice, which sometimes they're not. So I think I can only really think of 3 that I wouldn't say were mean, but they were, I don't know, rude, and they seemed like they didn't want to be there, stuff like that, which that happens a lot at meet and greets when there's a bunch of fans and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, it's probably going to be a pretty short video, but let's go ahead and get into this video. Now, I know most people, if they watch the second channel, they know I'm going to say Neville, so let's go ahead and get Neville out of the way. I mean, he's probably, yeah, I would say probably the rudest, but so the deal with Neville, I'm pretty sure he's not generally rude. I've heard he's a pretty nice guy. It's just, I don't know what the deal is. In public, he does the kayfabe, which it doesn't make much sense, since at Access he's signing and being all nice to people. So here's what happened. So I flew down to Orlando, Florida for WrestleMania 33, right? Neville was on my flight. Really weird, right? I'm like, holy crap, that's Neville. And he's like so jacked up and everything. He's got the beard, and he's walking around the airport with a really mad look on his face and stuff like that. And I guess he just does kayfabe. Anyway, after our flight, I was like, hey, I'm sorry to bother you. I was on your flight. Do you mind if you take a quick photo? And it's just the kayfabe Neville like you would see on TV. I actually laughed right in front of laughed in his face, because he just gives that mad Neville look that he gives to Austin Aries or whatever, and just like, what do you want? Very quick photo, please. No. Like, oh, okay. Well, I guess you're kayfabe, even though you're signing at Access. Doesn't make much sense, but yeah, Neville does kayfabe. He's keeping kayfabe alive. I'm happy with that. I mean, I know that he wasn't generally mean to me on on purpose or anything, because in that vlog, people were commenting, yeah, I saw Neville last week, I saw him last month, he did the same thing to me, he's just the kayfabe, and then other people were like, oh, Neville's so nice. Well, yeah, he was nice when he was a babyface, but he's a heel now, he's doing the kayfabe thing. I respect him for doing kayfabe. This would have been nice to have a photo with Neville. If you want to see me talk more about the whole interaction, go to the second channel and watch my WrestleMania vlog. So I would say that's my main rudest experience. That's the main meanest wrestler I guess I've met, even though I don't think he was genuinely mean. I think he was just doing the kayfabe and character and all that, being a heel. Which, see, that's the main thing. A few other things I can go into was the Seth Rollins thing. I don't think I've ever talked about this. So the Seth Rollins thing. So I flew all the way up to Chicago. I flew 600 miles. A $200 flight to meet Seth Rollins, right? Seth Rollins was, I guess he was, Seth Rollins is an interesting person. His personality is a little interesting. Like, it's basically the heel Seth Rollins you see on TV. Like, he's not going to be rude and refuse a photo. Well, he might do that in airports. I've heard he does that in airports. But, like, when you're paying him money, he's not going to be like, he's going to smile for the photo and all that stuff. It's just, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he was annoyed with the amount of people, and then me and Kevin and Nicola Cynic, we were talking about how Rollins, like, look at him, he doesn't want to be there. He's like standing there so awkwardly and stuff. And then I like asked him, like, it was probably like, I don't know, like two to 3 weeks after he came back from his leg injury. And basically, I wanted to ask, like, everyone, it was like SummerSlam weekend, and everyone was asking, oh, good luck with Finn and all that. And I wanted to do something different. I was trying to ask him his health. How's your leg? Does it feel brand new? He was my favorite wrestler at the time. I was like, how's your leg? How are you feeling? It feels like nothing ever happened. You feel like you can win the WWE Championship. I didn't say all that, but you get the point. And he basically responds with, well, I'm back on TV, so it's obviously healed, or something along those lines. It's just like, oh, well, you could have just said, yeah, I'm feeling good, thanks, man, and just, I could have moved on. You didn't really have to come back with something like that, but I guess it's fine. He could have said a lot worse things. Obviously, he didn't want to be there. I've heard a lot of horror stories with people meeting Seth Rollins, but he was my favorite wrestler. I met him. I met him twice, is the really cool thing about going to, like, Wizard World or something. You can meet the wrestler twice. Like, if you get a photo and an autograph thing or a VIP, you get to meet them twice. You get to meet them for the photo, and you get to meet them again for the autograph, and that was pretty cool. And he signed the belt right there, and I got the photo with him and whatever. Photo was just basically, hey, do you mind holding the belt? He's like, yeah, sure. And then we smiled for the photo, got the photo. It was cool. Cool experience. Just the autograph thing, I asked him a question. I guess he was like, are you stupid? Do you not watch WWE? I'm back. Obviously, it's healed. Like, I was just asking if you feel like it never happened. But yeah, that was the deal with Seth Rollins. And I guess the final thing I'll talk about, which isn't, I probably should have done this whole video backwards and talked about Neville last, Seth Rollins second, and then the first thing in the video. But Ric Flair, I met Ric Flair in 2014? 2014, I think. He was like one of the first wrestlers I've met. I had to really late start meeting wrestlers, but because I didn't think they ever did signings around me, and then, well, no, they didn't, and then all of a sudden they just started coming to Bristol more and more, and then the areas around Knoxville, and then I could travel more and meet more wrestlers. But the deal with Ric Flair, I think anyone will agree to this if they met Ric Flair. He doesn't really want to talk. You ask him a question, it's basically a one-word answer. I went up to Ric Flair like anyone else would do, and we're like, hi, Rick, how you doing? And then he responds with, where do you want me to sign? So the only thing Ric Flair has ever said to me is, where do you want me to sign? I'm sure a lot of people have had worse experiences with Ric Flair, but I didn't really get a good experience. I paid like $100 to meet him. That's basically what you get. That's basically what most people get. It's just like a one-word answer to a question or something. He doesn't really want to talk or anything, and you have to pay a lot to meet him, which is kind of weird because his daughter, Charlotte Flair, is like one of the nicest people I've ever met. Like, she's so interested. She'll like have a little conversation or whatever. Unlike Flair, which Flair's, you know, he's been in the business a while. He's a legend. I mean, I guess it kind of changes you a bit, but I mean, I could have had a worse experience with Ric Flair, and I could have had a worse experience with all of these wrestlers. I've never really had a really bad experience with the wrestler. I know, I'll go ahead and mention this. So Kevin, another YouTuber, he drove all the way from Chicago down to Orlando for WrestleMania. Wait, did he even go? I don't think he went to Mania, but he went down and met like some wrestlers and stuff. WrestleCon, like met Bubba Ray, and they've had beef or whatever in the past, and he had like his friend recording him meeting him, and then Bubba was like, "Is that thing recording?" And then like Bubba himself turns off his camera. Like, what the hell? Why do you even care if you're getting like, you're getting paid? Who cares? But yeah, a lot of people have had a lot worse experiences with wrestlers than me. I've been pretty lucky. Wrestlers have been pretty nice to me and stuff like that. Hopefully here in the future, I'll be able to interview some wrestlers, get some relationships built with some wrestlers. I don't think I'd be able to get current people. I might be able to, though. I don't know. I'd have to see. Maybe if I can get one of those like media passes like some people get for Mania or something. I don't know, though. But anyway, guys, that's basically it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This is the end card. Down there's my second channel as well as the podcast channel. Over here's some previous videos you guys probably haven't seen that you'll probably enjoy. And if you guys haven't already, make sure to like this video. And if you're brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. It's absolutely free. I will see you guys in the next video.